Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for September 16th through the 22nd, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Saggy. Alright, the overall energy for the reading, the Ace of Swords. You're very driven to do something here. I'm not sure what. Your energy is really kind of, especially when I look in the current situation here, is really kind of going for it, you know. But there's a sense of having to wait here, but we'll talk about it when we get there. But there's this drive that you're bringing in, you know. It's a good one. Very passionate. In the recent past, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Chariot. Somebody's hanging on to some conflict here. Some conflict energy at play there. And somebody's like, almost like participating in this to sustain it, to maintain that conflict, to keep it there for what it is. I don't understand this. But we shall come back to this and clarify this a little bit. In the current situation, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. Yeah, you're very determined here, very passionate about something, but it feels like you're time constricted or something, like you have to wait. Or maybe you did something and now you have to wait for the result of that. I'm not sure how time applies here, but I do see a having to wait kind of an energy at play. In the immediate future, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. You're surrounding yourself with energies that make sense to you, that bring equal give and take, you know, whatever that is. Whether that's, I'm just going to go outside because it feels good to me and it feels like whatever energies are out there are kind of vibing with me right now, or spend time with animals, or, you know, things like that. People that just work with me in that way. So there's a lot of self-care involved here for you, and you're choosing to surround yourself with great energy here that works for you, you know. That's where you're at here. All right, let's clarify. Let me do the Ace of Swords. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Hangman. Yeah, there's like that pause before you act kind of a thing. There's that, even though you are looking like you're very passionate about it, almost anxious about it, like I can't wait, you're still not rushing it. It's amazing the level of, you know, like self-control you have here, because it's like I need to wait though, you know. Like you're waiting for the right timing or something for this. It's really cool in the way that it's blended in, because it's like, oh, okay, so you're not anxious to the point of I can't wait, I don't give a shit about, you know, whether it's the right time or not, I'm gonna do it. And no, you're blending it in really nice with the pause or the calm before the storm, you know. Yeah, really cool. Let me see the Four of Pentacles. You get the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords. Something, initially, you're hanging on to something that looks really, really good. Like, because it looks so good, you're never letting this go, and oh my god. But your energy seems to be dropping slowly but surely. There's a sense of almost the involvement in that seems to be dropping on your end. Initially, no, you're all for it, but then in time it seems to go down a little. Let's do the Five of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Death card. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so that's why your energy is dropping in this, because it started to not work out, you know. And it's like, I see you choosing yourself, putting yourself first, and being like, goodbye, I'm out of here, you know. This isn't working out, like, at all. And apparently we can't really shift this towards a healthy place, because I don't know why. Maybe that's the energy that's hanging on to that conflict and not letting it go and just not willing to work on things here. And the other energy you're dealing with, I don't know. Because what I see out of this is you choosing yourself and being like, okay, if it's going to continue like this, goodbye. For the Chariot, you get the 8 of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the 3 of Cups. I see you just falling into this place of just going with the flow and just trusting the flow. That whatever choices you're making, whatever you're putting effort into, it's going to work out just fine. Now, there is a little bit of reference to, even though you're closing that off, there's still a chance that things might work out. There's a little bit of reference to that. So I'm not sure if that's the case for that. Like if it applies in that situation, because you're definitely closing that door, you know. So okay, there's a little bit of question mark there behind the door that you just closed. But anyways, let's do the 3 of Wands in the current situation. You get the Queen of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the King of Wands. Wow, so matching in energy. There's a soul connection involved here. I still don't understand this this waiting or this pause before you act, but it feels like a very, very matching kind of a soul connection here, you know. A lot of chemistry there, a lot of it. It's just natural. It's just maybe you don't want to rush anything here. You don't want, I don't know. For the Knight of Wands, you get the Tower, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're definitely coming in with, you know, I don't want to rush things because I did that in the past and it didn't turn out good. So I'm taking it easy, taking it slow, taking my time with it. Okay, that feels good to you, then go for it. You know, take your time with it. Okay, so now I'm starting to understand the concept of waiting a little more. Let's do the King of Wands. And again, a reminder, roles can be reversed, so this doesn't have to be you necessarily, but I think that it is. For the King of Wands, you get the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're giving me a sense of, you know, I'll know exactly when to act and what to do about this situation and how to open up fully to it. For now, we're kind of keeping it slow, you know, not rushing, not pouring all of our passion in there at once, and then we're exhausted because we have no more energy left because we exhausted it and oh my god, you know, no, you're not doing it that way. But definitely pulling it as a reference from the past in terms of, I've learned from my mistakes, you know, where, yeah, I threw myself completely in there with everything I had, and then it didn't necessarily turn out that well. Okay. Let's do the Queen of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the Empress, the 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords. It's interesting because you're presenting this to me from many angles, this situation that you're dealing with. One of, again, a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion in there, but then you're kind of looking at it from the angle of, is this someone I can rely on? Is this someone that's got my back when I have theirs, you know? So that right there, that angle, you're not convinced yet from what you're showing me. Like, you can feel it. Okay, it's there as an energy. It's there as definitely a potential. So you're kind of taking this into a more, that's why you're not rushing it, because you're letting it settle. You're letting it kind of create or start to create a little bit of foundation so that you see if you can rely on that foundation, which is quite interesting, quite an interesting approach. But again, it feels like you're not 100% sure, you know, but that's why you got to give it time, I guess, you know, for this to show you if it's that or not. For the 6 of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Moon, the 7 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. You also have a little bit of a backup plan here, which is not coming through as something you would think about necessarily. It's almost like a hidden room within you. Well, if this doesn't work out, you know, I gotta have a plan B. but you're not letting that interfere with this. So you're still kind of in this, letting time pass so that you can see, is plan A, going to stand up, or like what's happening here. But you're not questioning or not testing necessarily, because as I said, this plan B seems to be a little bit almost in your subconscious, like you're not aware of it necessarily. But it's interesting that it's there. It's like, oh, you have a plan B. Okay. And plan B doesn't involve necessarily another person, that, not like that. It's just keeping a sense of practicality around this. All right, if this fails, can I proceed in this other direction? You know what I mean? I'm glad that it's not coming out of fear for now, because if it were to come out of fear, you would actually manifest that within this foundation. I don't see it coming from fear for now, because it hasn't reached your consciousness. So you'll see when you get there. If you feel that that's fear, then you might actually manifest that. That things are not going to work out here, and you're going to need to have a plan B. You know what I mean? So pay attention to that one. For the Queen of Swords, you get the Magician, the Star, the Ten of Swords. You do have, and I feel like this has come out for you before. We all have that, but for you, I remember, I've seen it around. That little bit of self-saboteur kind of an energy, it's shown up. It's shown up. As you, again, kind of let this unfold and allow for this to show you what it truly is, that energy of just a tiny little bit of, let's fuck things up here, is definitely wanting to show up for you. So you might want to pay attention to that. That doesn't mean that, oh, you're going to fuck this up. No, it's just going to show up. So as long as you're aware of it and you can work around it, you should be fine here. Things are going to unfold in the way that they need to, But if the saboteur energy appears and you're not aware of it, then, it's going to, things are going to take a different course here potentially. So just as a little bit of awareness for you. Let me see what the universe has. The Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles. I like that you are very open to working with the fear of this, surrounding this, in case there is a fear there, because that means you're very alert. Like, okay, let me go at this in the most natural way possible, but if there's at any time a sense of, around it, then I need to pay attention to that. So it's like working hand in hand with your own fear without even necessarily knowing it, which is quite interesting. But I like that you have the openness towards that, because again, awareness, acknowledgement of things like that, that's going to help you out a lot, where that's not going to interfere necessarily with your process unless you let it. Because as long as you're aware of it, then it's your own fight with that energy, not fight, navigating. Making friends with it, better than fighting with it. You don't need to fight with it. Don't fight with it. But, yeah. Okay, pretty cool. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.